We be in the
Come on, Sim. Blessing.
Hello.
Oh, I love that. It has too long.
Very, very long.
But I'm loving. Wait, we've got some Erica Badu going on with the.
Well, I'm not called Simone Badu. But,
Okay, say no more. Yeah. No, come own it. Yeah. We don't follow others, innit? We're. Yeah, that's it. Done no. Come on.
What about me and my hair? My hair's, yeah?
Look, the sun is out. Come on.
Hey. And look how much layers. In fact, I should take this off because I've got layers on.
Right.
So, yeah.
But, you know, I just love, you're both just a walking advertisement.
Have to be.
You have to, it's important.
Have to be.
Yeah.
And also, for me anyway, it's also just about the message regardless.
Yeah.
Our brand. And I just love the smile on people's faces when they see it as well. So
Yeah.
every day.
And because it kind of, it speaks for itself.
Yeah.
You know, like Melanaire. Like obviously, but I've even seen white people like drawn to it. And although they might not fully embrace it in the same way, like it's still...
The ones that know.
Yeah.
That's the thing I say to people all the time. The ones that know. We've even had queries on the Instagram saying, can I buy it? And I'm like, well, I'll put the question back, well, why do you want to buy it? And some of them can explain. Yeah. And some of them can't. And I'm like, well... It's down to personal choice.
Give me an example of what reason that they've given.
I can.
Go.
No.
Go ahead.
Not to cut her, I mean. But I remember when we did a silent disco for her birthday party.
Okay.
So, and this was kind of during the lockdown. Was it during the lockdown or just after the lockdown?
Lockdown.
It was the lockdown, so it was rebellious, hard.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
But, and there were some people that was there, white people. I was going to say something else, but yeah, white people, right? And they were inquiring because their children was of mixed heritage.
Okay.
So, and I was like, so it wasn't directly for them, and then it was, for their partner, blah, blah, blah. But mainly, the first thing that came out of their mouth was because of their children. And I was like, okay.
But that's empowering.
Yeah.
That's just like them buying a black dolly or a black Barbie.
Yeah.
You know.
And it recognised game as well,
Yeah.
No, 100. So then with like the denim recon, the people sometimes get a little confused of the separation.
Well,
because it's kind of under one umbrella, but it's not.
No, it's not. Well, no, it's not. I mean, for the reason why I say it's not is because, denim recon is me, right? In the sense of like, I do what I do. But between the two of us, we've got ideas, and so with the Melanaire, for argument's sake, right, is a joint venture, a joint name, and it's like it speaks its own language. It's like denim Melanaire sits
in its own
lane,
category.
100% away from denim recon. Because denim recon is fundamentally denim and customizations and making and so on, whereas Melanaire is a statement.
This is one of the most recent pieces. Well, do the honours. So, see, it helps me 6'3". It does. I wouldn't want to be 6'3" though, but
I'm just 5 foot nothing, so it's fine.
So this is one of the pieces that it was plain at first.
Yeah.
And you were like, nah, I've got inspiration. I want to
customize it and do something
and all
different.
The rest of it.
Yeah.
But like, where does that start from? Like, you just get a vision in your mind, or?
Yeah, you know what? And sometimes I try to relate anything to do with Melanaire, so it's self-empowering in a way. So for me, when I did this is about. It's gonna sound weird, but it's about blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I mean? So like, whether it's we're working out, exercising. Mothers out there just trying to figure out how they're going to do this and how they're going to do that. Yeah. So it's the whole concept of you're sweating, where you sweat into your shoulders, your chest, you're underneath your chest. So it's literally, that's my concept.
Which is, and I guess someone else looking at it, they might have a different.
They see something, they might say something different. But even
Wolverine.
Yeah, and even on here, this is like a version of an M. But it's kind of obscure and abstract.
Right, look at that. Yeah. So if you didn't know, you probably wouldn't know.
Yeah. So
so this one now.
That's
like the Wakanda.
Yeah.
That one?
This one is a simplistic version of Wakanda. So with the necklace that he wore and the strength banners and so on. Yeah. But this is just simplicity at its best, and then basically all the webbing is kind of. Functionality, it aims towards Melanaire. It brings you straight back to Melanaire. And even with the back, like it's direction up, direction down, Melanaire. So the focus is constantly on just Melanaire.
So how did you guys, because obviously Sim, one of my first jobs, Top Shop, you were one of the supervisors when I first started.
Big things.
Like big thing, you know what I mean? We're talking about like, I'd have been, I don't know, how old have I been? I've been probably like...
Let's not go too far back, please.
Well, I would have been about, I'm not going to say how long ago it was, but I was about 19 at the time. Yeah. So however many years ago that was. Like, so that was fashion.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't know all the jobs that you've done or career or businesses that you've done since then, but ultimately you still kind of stayed in that, fashion.
Yeah, I suppose so. I think, I'm not going to lie to you, when I was at Topshop, I was there for the travel card.
Yeah, free travel! I didn't want to give that up neither.
Nor did I. But I think back then as well, I've always liked to be different. I was always kind of customizing my own clothes. I don't sew, Jamal will tell you, but I'm handy with a couple safety pins and cutting up and doing what I want to do.
And the ideas.
And
she's got bare ideas.
So Jamal, I've known Jamal from since teens. Like,
you go back that.
And Jill said
and that's how you're always so batty and bench.
That's what people always say.
Yeah. I guess people always confuse whether are you actually a couple or.
But that's synergy though.
Yeah,
that's synergy. That is, Calm down. I'm a good catcher. You mean
it? Very good catch for his pending partner now.
Yeah. What do you pending partner?
No. As well. That's disgusting.
No. In a positive sense. Like, so because the same partner now, but she could be wifey soon. So.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But in terms of me and him and our energy, like he's like my big brother.
Yeah.
And for me, well, you really should say I'm your big sister, but you're just older than me. But anyway, we won't go through that. But just in terms of like with his business and growing and stuff. So basically, back in the day, I used to be a dancer.
Yes.
So Topshop times I was dancing a lot as well. Them times there, he was doing fashion shows. We used to do a lot of rampage fashion shows and different things together. And then from there, that's when he started kind of growing his kind of fashion kind of business, what he wanted to be doing. But he wasn't fully immersed in it at the time. He was doing TFL, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And then eventually he was like, you know what, ban that. I'm going to put my whole energy into doing
it. He took the leap.
So he did, he took the leap. And in terms of just trying to support him as my boy, just doing his thing, like I've always kind of collaborated with him in terms of like working to kind of help push forward and, you know, do things. We used to do pop-up shops back in the day as well. There's so many things that we kind of collectively did together. And then so with the Melanaire thing, when I was doing a lot of work with him on that as well, then I was like, you can make this so much bigger than what it is, Jamal. So that's when we brought the kids stuff in, we brought the women's stuff in and all that kind of stuff as well.
No. So she says we. So if I'm being 100, right, like I was doing what I was doing to a certain extent.
Yeah.
So when she started spitting the ideas of, definitely the children's wear, definitely upgraded the whole aesthetic with the clothing, right? With the printing, with the process behind the scenes, the choice of certain garments like the hoodies, women's vests. There was the whole it just went from
array
being
of collection.
Yeah, it went from being like, this is all good to like, oh shit, like it's like
you mean
but on everybody's spectrum. So I can't be like, because I know with me, a lot of people come to me and speak to me and they're like, oh yeah, Jamal, man, you've done really well with. And I'm like, nah. I have to let them know from there, like, no, it's not just me. I mean, like, she puts in work, and it's and going back to the past of it, it's like where we've known each other for so long, it seemed like it was a natural thing.
Sense.
It was 100% because and like she said, she was supporting me from Wade.
You know
what I mean? From Wade, you know what I mean? So, and it was 100% no brainer.
Is, you know, she's got your back.
Oh,
you've got her back,
and it's belief in the brand. And so whether it's me or it's the brand, it's like we're people's, but the brand speaks like she breathes it. So
that's why.
But also with Denerico London itself, like Jamal's a talent in himself, and what I love about Jamal in that sense, especially when we do pop-up shops and we've got his Denerico range out there as well, it's nice seeing the different people that kind of resonate with him on Instagram or the social medias, and then seeing the different types of people from all over the world that, oh my gosh, I follow you, and then that's like, oh my god, I've met you, and he just takes it as
okay.
That's actually a big thing. That's someone's come from Germany, America,
and also and they've actually
recognised what you do and your skills and everything else you do. So for me, I think that's an important part of it. And in terms of how it kind of flows into Melanaire, is we kept the branding of Denerico London on the Melanaire garments, so you know it's our garment. So if you see anybody else out there,
then
that's whatever it is. Okay. But in terms of with our garments, we have our name on it. So and
that's important.
It stamps who we are as well.
And authentication of the I don't want to say our followers, but our authentication of our supporters. I say as in people that buy the garments. So where people have gone out and they've seen a Melanaire and like, no, that's not it, bro.
That's not, yeah.
That's like, no.
You get DMs from all kinds of stuff, Or people literally go to, where did you get it from? Who done that? And
it's like seeing a fake football shirt.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. They spelled the name wrong and people's like, nah, that's not a Messi. Who's that? It's like, yeah.
Or it's just faded. It's like, don't have that same vibrancy of like colour. Like, wow. But no, every time I see you, I'm always like, I want what you got on. Because the thing is, with both with the Melanaire and the Denim Recon, it's unisex wear.
Yeah.
Like, it really is. And I like oversized style of garments, so I don't even mind that kind of baggy, you know, that retros, you know, tomboy chic kind of vibe. But literally, I am in awe of the fact of not only do you design, but you can make.
Oh yeah.
You know, but where does that come from?
Man, if I'm honest, like my mum, single parent, I suppose. And when I was younger, I used to have, this is gonna sound weird. When I was younger, I had this wardrobe in my house. So when you're small, everything is big in it. So I think the wardrobe might be about there, all right? But when I was small, it was a massive wardrobe. And then one day, I don't know, it's like, I was like, wait there, I can't see my head in the wardrobe. Like, I can't see my head in the mirror. Like, I was taller than the wardrobe. And I was like, whoa. And then, if I want to get something done, it's like, I have to go to my mom. My mom's like, oh, yeah. She did what she, I mean, like, she provided, don't get this twisted. Yeah. But it was like, 1 minute my clothes fitted me, next minute they didn't. And then I went to this lady in a place called Hyper in High Street, Kensington, years ago. And I used to buy, because I used to do paper rounds. So I used to save my money, went to see this woman. She had this denim range, thick denim. And I always used to buy from her. So when I bought from her, then I'd always go back and ask her, can you adjust this, can you adjust that? And one day I walked in there and she was like rolling her head in the eyes. So I've turned around like, right, someone's upset. Like, what's going on? What's going on? And then she was like, I was like, oh, who's upset you? And she goes, oh, well, it's you. So pause there. So when you think about, so in Hyper, when you walked in, all right, it was indoor building. So I was like, no, this is way back, right? But it was like you had a market store here, you had a market store here. You went out the market. It was indoor market. So I was in a lane, all right. Okay. So when she said what she said, everybody heard. So I was like, what? And she goes, oh yeah, she like what do you want? Every time you come in there, you want me to do this, you want me to do that. Why don't you just fuck off and go and do it yourself? And I was like, what?
Wait, you were paying for a service?
Yeah, I was like, yeah. She said, this white lady, oh, why don't you just F off and do it yourself? And I was like, what? She's like, yeah. And I was like, okay then, okay. I will. That was it. That was my inspiration. Wow, randomly, that was my inspiration. Before that, I wanted to be an archaeologist. I was studying dinosaurs.
Acha!
Yeah.
Fossil, you're trying to get into petrol.
Yeah. Can you imagine? And a completely different path.
Completely different. But you had to stick with the creative.
But it was her. Yeah. It was that woman said what she said, and I was just like, it was the challenge was on.
Sometimes your haters, although she's not a hater, but you know, sometimes they give you that added
push.
That kind of like without even realising.
God knows where this woman is now, boy. She could be, anyway,
fossil.
She could be part of the fossil community. I don't know where she is, but that was my push.
Gosh. Wow. Okay, I didn't know.
Come on and told my mum. I said, I want to go to London College of Fashion.
Yeah.
She was livid.
Oh.
Livid in the sense of she listen, my mum, when I was studying the dinosaurs, my mum supported me hard. Yeah. She still supports me, don't get me wrong. But it's like, she's buying me books all the time, dinosaurs,
okay, this, that. So she's invested in this, and now you're telling me you want to go in this direction.
Like, what? Yeah. And then...
Okay. All right, so one of your most recent pieces. The jacket.
Come on, let me just.
Oh, and also this. I don't know what you've got in here, but you're leaving this with me because every time I see this, I'm just like, nah.
So with this is the postman bag. So one side of it is supposed to be rugged, which represents when people see the postman bag, it's rugged and mash up. And the other side is, so this side is the clean side. Right, so there's no scrapes, there's no bumps, but you can see the logo.
Yeah.
And then this side is we see it's supposed to be mash up, where it's gone through the postal wars and so on and so on. But the bag is waterproof, strong as hell.
It is very strong.
And a lot of people have bought it more for art, to hang on their walls than they have actually
to use it.
Yeah.
No, like I would literally be walking on the street and knowing that people are going to be yes, you can't get this. No, sorry.
Very limited edition. Very
limited.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry. So your jacket.
Yes. This one.
This camo, yeah.
Voila. So I call this British camo only because it's red, white, and blue. So you don't often get camo in this sort of color.
I'm about to say, it's, yeah.
And to be honest, like, I suppose you know what they say that people that are creative, they don't make something because it's like, oh, I'm gonna make this because this is gonna make me money. They make something because it feels a necessity. So it helps with a service or a task that you got to do that would normally be hard for you to do.
Okay.
So for me, in this sense, it's like when I don't necessarily have all these. Well, I've always got designs in my head, right? And I'm always walking with my notebooks. But a lot of the time is I see a fabric, then the design comes.
Okay.
Which is the total reverse and total. I know the wrong way of doing it. You could say of doing it, right? But
never that because it works.
Yeah.
So
it works for me all day. Yeah. So there's times where I've bought fabrics that I've had sitting in my house for like almost 10 years, and now that I've started using it, bada boom, bada bing. Like it's selling and but can I get that fabric again? No. So it becomes a very limited edition. When it runs out, it runs out.
Yeah.
So in this sense,
but to be fair, that's where the value comes.
Yeah.
First come, first
serve. 100%. This one, this one doesn't glow.
Oh yeah, because you did the
reflective.
Yeah, they were hard. Yeah, because when we collaborated for the Matt's barbecue, we did, and we both had this. Yeah, and you had. They were heavy.
Yeah, they were. And the thing is, I love that, but I had to. So even though I've got loads of that fabric left, I put it on pause, only because of the fact of it's like it just seemed to take over everything. So
I get that.
So with Sim now, she's the only person who's got a Melanaire top that's got the reflect. No, her and
my jacket.
You got your jacket, and you remember the jumper we did for your birthday.
Oh, I should have worn.
Yeah. So in fact, with that, in saying that jumper that she's got is the only one of it. Right.
Okay.
So it's got the Melanaire words, but it's the original reflective, which is multicolored. So when she puts it on, like it reflects multicolored. The back panel as well. I can't remember there's something else on it.
Back panel, the front.
Yeah.
You did everything. Yeah. So all the Melanaire bits all reflect. And then there's like a whole panel at the back as well.
Yeah. So the camo reflective.
Sounds like something I would want.
This is the other Wakanda one in red with the zips as well. But literally my inspiration is and the original concept of Denim Recon is taking something old and turning it into something new. Literally just that. Yeah. So
I feel like you got something else underneath this.
Underneath this. So wait, is this available? Is this one like the new pieces?
New, no. Available, yes. But you know what it is? So and this is another shout out to a woman and to stores. So back in the days, Sam from United 80, she was the only person that I trusted to stock. In fact, to stock me full stop. Yeah. Because when she spoke to me, she imagine, like similar to you, I suppose. Never once spoke to me about money. So when other people was contacting me, they were like, "Oh yeah, I want your brand to come here because we can make loads of dough." Which I'm not trying to say that it's not a good thing, but it was like,
that's what you're.
Do you see the brand?
With,
Like, do you actually see what I do, or you're just following the trend? What it is? But she was like, "Look, I just want to get your stuff in there. Let's just see how it goes." Never spoke about money. So then, when I started putting the stuff in there, like I'd pull it in, and I'd walk away. Next day, she's like, "Oh, can you get any more? Blah blah," because it's gone. I'm like, "What?" But I just put it in. Got so things would just fly off the shelf. So and same thing with Melanaire. So with Melanaire, she oh my god, when I say she you could say she was a sim in the sense that she saw the vision. She was like, "Look, I'm just gonna be honest. I want this in the store, but you don't have to say to me yes, but I'm just asking, can it only be in my store? Like, I don't think you see what I see." And I was like, "Okay." And
how long was that?
This is
a while back.
Yeah.
Way before COVID.
This is.
Is she still doing the same?
She's doing the whole thing now.
She's still a designer, but she's not got the store because it used to be in Brixton Village.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and also, you know, with the politics over there, like it's just like it's not long, so she stopped that. But she's still online. She's
Yeah.
based
Yeah.
online.
Okay, what's her brand called?
United 80.
United
80.
80.
Yeah.
Okay.
She yeah. So yeah. So that's the way. So and again, it's about it's with the design concept. She was just always just do what you're doing. Like the only restriction she would say is sometimes she might say to me, "Oh, the theme this year or the theme for this season is red and black." Or
try and run with that.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. She just totally left me to do what I'm doing.
The whole shop we would be those colours that brand within the shop, and it really worked. Yeah, it really did.
So she had the eye for.
She was a big deal.
Yeah.
Proper like Brixton. Since she went, Brixton Village has never been the same.
Never been the same.
Because she brought people in. I'm talking about worldwide came in to come to that store. Yeah. There was people that used to do this thing with Ty, God rest his soul, where they'd fly. I can't remember what part of America. Let's say it's Atlanta. It's not Atlanta, but I'm gonna say it's Atlanta. But it was to do with music and all this kind of stuff. And he would religiously bring him to this store, and they, oh my God, like the one store just spoke for itself. Literally spoke for it, and then other record shops and Pure Vinyl and so on and so on. And another shop owned by a black lady as well. In fact, the only record shop in here in Brixton, black lady. Yeah. All right. So. Yeah, literally just.
Look at this, boy. Legacies are just being built. So what's next for Melanaire?
I work with young people. I manage different homes, different things, different organisations.
Children's homes?
Yeah, so children's homes, not so much at the moment, but different organisations that work with young people.
Okay.
Mainly leaving care. That manage or go and do whatever for those kind of people. But within that, I've always had a passion for young people, irregardless. So I think it's about 2 years ago now. We took part in Coco Fest. Which is Coco
with the magazine.
3 years. We did it twice in a row.
Yeah, so Selena Boyd, I can't lie, she really stepped up for us in the sense of, well, I kind of blagged the phone call with her one day in terms of like, oh yeah, you know what, I want to do a workshop. Never had no workshop in mind.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, sounds like a really good concept. We know your brand. Yeah, we want to do the workshops. And I phoned him out after, said, well, we've got to do workshops. He's like, what? So I said, well, this is my vision. So my vision was doing workshops for kids in the sense of, I wanted to make it affordable.
Okay.
So the first thing we did was printed Melanaire t-shirts and then got them to do designs on the t-shirts.
Go on it, all right.
So it's about empowerment. So it was all like, the first part of it was about kind of spelling out the word Melanaire, what it means, and then everyone would take a letter and say something meaningful in terms of what it means to the brand. So again, God rest our souls. A good friend of ours, Dion, working with her alongside building that.
Okay.
But she passed away, gosh, it's just over a year now. She passed away last year. She had sickle cell.
Wow.
So yeah, we did the workshop for Selena. It just went crazy. And then following on from that, she called us out again and said she's going to be doing the racehorse.
Is it Ascot? Not Ascot. Epsom Downs racehorse.
So she's done a massive, because every year she's been growing. I mean, now she's gone. Clear.
Okay.
But she said, we're going to do Epsom Downs. I've got a space in there that if you want to come and do some workshops. So I'm thinking, little room, whatever. No, this was like a whole conference.
It was huge.
Space.
Huge.
So we put on, I'm a bit extra. Yep. So we put on, I think, together 21 workshops. It wasn't just my thing, Jamal. But anyway, 21 workshops. So it included like customizations of t-shirts. He did a mini workshop to make a sweat top.
All right.
We did, and also like what I wanted to do is bring in kids to be able to then do their workshop. So we had, I forgot, Tara? Not Tara.
I was going to say Sean.
Zara.
Oh, Zara. Nadia's daughter. Yeah.
Nadia's daughter. She came in and she was making slime, so she had a little own slime.
Oh, okay. Yep.
That sold off. Everyone wanted to make slime with Zara. Then we had a customization for sneakers. So we had a guy come in to do Sean.
I can imagine that would have been quite popular.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
Jewelry making. So then what we did is like
with Natasha.
With Natasha. Natasha Cornish. She does
like leather.
Yeah, she makes earrings and stuff
like that
as well. Actually, I should introduce it to you because she's got some beautiful pieces as well. So we did that, and that just went really well as well. It was absolutely amazing. And then from there, we had so many more things planned, but then there's just a little setback. For me, for both of us to be honest, when Dion passed, it was like, So we will be putting those back out there.
No, I think you definitely should.
In terms of like clothing, there is definitely new pieces. Actually, there's new pieces in the pipeline at the moment. I'm going to say it out loud, Jamal.
Okay.
Because he has to work on them.
All right. So you got to find a little time in your super busy schedule.
Right, is that the time?
So the beauty stuff.
And again, this is one of the reasons why I'm glad. You know what? I say this, right? This is one of the reasons why I'm glad I got certain women around me. So when it comes to mindset, when it comes to determination, when it comes to what's the word? Projection and implementing stuff, right? Like where I might lag in a lot of these things because I'm so focused on just doing clothing. I'm on the sewing machine, I'm pattern cutting, whatever. The women around, it's like this is the set of rules, and this is how it goes, and that's it. So and even when it comes to pricing and so on and so on. So for argument's sake, we've done pop-up shops, and we've done shops generally, and then you got people that can't I get 2 for like what? Oh, but I can go to blah blah and get. And it's these people like, but you're standing wearing whatever brand, and like, you would have come in there and
because you would have never go to.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and also the fact of so my same missus that we're talking about already, and Sim. I remember one time we was doing a pop-up shop in Brixton, and I had this reflective. I think it was one of my first hoodies. Yeah. That reflective hoodie I did, oversized hoodie, and this guy came in with his kid, and he was like, "Oh my god, yeah, that I like that, I want that." I was like, "Oh yeah, what you can do is a pre-order. I'll take your measurements," and he was like, "No, like, can I have that? I want that." So I was like, "Yeah, well, you can't really just do that." But Sim, Marsha, just like, zoom. Okay. So I'm standing in the background, and they're talking to the guy, and okay, cool, boom. The next thing you know, they're taking it off. Sold it, gone. And I'm like, but I could. And I'm like, but you might not have come back in. Yeah. And it's not like you can't make it, which is
just get the sale.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it wasn't just about getting the sale, because he will make it. Yeah. It was more about the client that actually came to purchase it is not someone that would necessarily be on his Instagram or necessarily see it again. So I think, to me, sometimes I feel the importance of the person that spots you now because they're there in
for real, that moment.
When they go away and they wear it, there's going to be people that won't spot you again. So therefore, when he's wearing something, he'll be like, actually, I bought it from this gentleman.
And it could open you up to a whole different.
So I think sometimes that's important. But with Jamal, he makes everything samples. And I'm just like, sometimes people just want to come to somewhere and just buy something.
Just buy it, buy it off the,
They want to just buy it.
And go. Why do you think we, sometimes as a people, have this mindset of trying to get things cheaper or trying to get more, like you said, buy one get one kind of attitude, but then we can't go into Chanel or Steve Madden or whatever store you want to name with,
I just believe some of us don't value us enough. It's almost like, well, it's just you doing it, so you must be able to give me a deal. And actually, it takes literally blood, sweat and tears. It does. It takes a lot to get things done, especially now. Pre-COVID, no, post-COVID. Buying materials, getting things done, print. All
time as well.
Time. It's a lot,
and skill
set. It's not as it used to be before. So to me, it's like, and also we're independent. We do everything ourselves. Yeah. So I just think it's a cheek for you to actually think you can come. I mean, when you go to the high-end places, that's all manufactured. Yeah. These are things that are made with his hands. People make stuff and do stuff, or we put together and sit down and do things together. That takes time and energy.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean?
And I think the beauty of
give it away.
Next to
nice.
I guess it's the case of if someone was buying mad amounts, I don't know, but I'm guessing you would be like, you know what?
Oh, we give discounts.
But a lot of it is, I'll say, it's down to our discretion, and it's the whole concept of Melanaire is about self-love. So. For argument's sake, I think one of our cheapest items is the t-shirt, tote bag. But let's say the t-shirts is £25, and it's been that's been that price rigidly for the last, God knows, for how many years? For years. Yeah. Right. So realistically,
it's not even increased with inflation.
And it should have done. All right. But the concept of it is, it's like you're not just this is Melanaire I'm talking about. You're not just wearing a t-shirt. You're not just wearing a name. Like, the name is literally empowers the person who's wearing it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when you wear it, it's like you might even forget that you've even got Melanaire on. But when you see the reaction of someone else looking at you, straight. And I say reaction, so it could be 100% positive because you see your own people looking at you like, oh my God. Or it could even be other races, right? That look at you and you can see the shift in their energy, and you're like, You know what I'm saying? So
that little bit taller.
So it's always so my thing is always about self-love, like and so you just got to show love and support. Like why would you see your own kind and try to barter your own kind down? Like that is a disrespect to yourself as well as to the person who's making it. Like
no, I definitely agree. But one thing I say is like what I admire, especially like with you, Jamal, in the sense of you making. The question that I get most days is, "Oh, do you make your own stuff?" And I'm just like, "No, I don't." Like I just source. I have a good eye. I just buy all around the globe, whatever. But you know what? I think I might have to sign up.
Yeah,
I might have to sign up because although I started like the Chantel Liang collection, and it's a limited collection of probably 5-6 different pieces, but it's still not me making it. You know what I mean? Like, and I want to go dig deep a little bit and learn a new skill to say I actually made this, not just design, not just bought, not just picked, but I actually made it.
And the thing is, to be honest, is like once you, like even with this outfit you got on, like everybody's like, oh my god, like this is boom, right? And like everybody who's a designer creative in their own field is either going to be a master or they are a master of their own field. Only simply because it's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, because I think I've asked you the same question. Like, oh, did you make this? But like once you get into the field of making, if it's you and you fall in love with it, it's a wrap. Like I fell in love with it from years ago, and I don't even look back. That's why even when I do my sewing classes, imagine I've been doing sewing classes for technically 12 years, maybe even more. But when I first started, the sewing classes was £1.50 an hour.
Oh.
Only because I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to charge, but I'm trying to help out people out.
But not much more now. Yeah, it's like he charges £15 an hour.
Well, no, it's not expensive at all.
He does keep, and it's not being subsidised. It's not something that he's got funding for. It literally is to pay for the space he uses and any extra little things that they might use.
Yeah, he's really that's amazing.
So if you like, and the thing is, so if I was to put you as a character, I'll say you're a stylist. So a stylist is even just as important as a designer, because a stylist can see something that as a designer you can't. So like I might make this top and be like, oh yeah, I made this top, but now you put this whole top together with this outfit, with this and this, and just you bought
make a whole new,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now you bought how many different brands together to create boom, and it's just like, what? Like I didn't see that coming. Like how? I've only just seen the one. So, as a start, that's a vision and a half. Like, with the Melanaire and the Denim Recon, this place I want it to be a place for a lot more exclusive stuff. So for argument's sake, as in Denim Recon, all right. So you got exclusive, limited, to this shop, all right. You've got the going back to this one, this Melanaire, where all the customizations. Exclusive to the shop, the long line versions, because people have been asking for this for time. But I'm just once the shopping bricks United 80 went, it was like, where am I going to put it now? The stuff like this, and a lot of brothers, especially tall brothers, have been looking for this kind of stuff. But then, even for me, like what Sim showed me from earlier on with your empowerment stuff. Like
see, I love very strong, empowered, wording, black mixed with,
boom. There was that. There was.
I can't lie, your sourcing is brilliant. I have to be honest. I even saw a little bag over here. So I was like, yes, must bring some bags for Sharon.
See there?
The perfectly imperfect. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that bag. Okay.
Sheree, thank you.
And even this. Can I?
Sorry. Yeah.
Even with this is 100%. Ooh,
see, like I sold out of the green version.
What? When did this come in? This is okay.
But so
flex. You need more space for the walls, love to put.
Like literally. Literally.
So I know you've got us here, but is there any other black brands that you?
Not at present, no, not at present, but I am open to it, and there is one that I'm having conversations with, but they're working on their collection. But it's definitely something I support, and it makes sense. The only thing that I have with it is because one, want to do more of like the Melanaire and the Denim Recon pieces, especially like the limited pieces, is space.
Right.
Like it's just space, because I've got a lot of pieces coming soon with like my Chantel Leanne and just with, you know, summertime and what have you. I don't want the shop then to just get cluttered out. You know, I want people to be able to still walk in and see more or less.
Well, that's where your lookbook comes in, isn't it? You've had stuff like that before. I remember seeing your stuff before. I thought that was really good, your lookbook. And also, you normally, even if like you've got like an iPad where people can flick through.
That's an idea. That's an idea.
You've got so much things in here. Like everyone, anytime I come in, I always come out with something, whether it's earrings, bag. I always have a little something. And it's also about supporting you, Chantel, because I've known you for a long time. And for me, I'm just happy to see you back in the shop again.
Yep.
I'm actually happy to see you in Brixton. It's a bigger space. And I feel, every time I say to someone, yeah, you've been to Sam's shop, they're like, oh, the one in Peckham. I said, no, she's in Brixton. Then they're like, wow.
Yeah.
So hopefully more people will start coming down.
No,
as well.
definitely.
But no, you're doing good things, Chantel.
And let them know, definitely let them know about your own, like your branding. This, the t-shirts.
No, I've got work to do. I definitely have work to do, but I'm glad that I have people like you in my corner and in my, you know, network reach that I can actually chop it up with.
Yeah,
definitely.
And that's going back to what we were talking about before in terms of supporting each other. If we don't support each other, then when are we up there going to be still in
Seriously,
real talk.
Come on.
Real talk.
No, come on. Like, I think that was like drop the mic moment, because what really do you say after that? Like,
each one teach one, support the cause, and keep on keeping on. 100%.
Oh, blessings, man. Oh, thank you, sis.
No problem. It's been nice, thank you. Thanks for having us in the store as well.
Come on.
Really appreciate that.
No, appreciate it.
Natural or BBL?
That's disrespectful. Natural all day.
iPhone or Android?
Android, man.
Old school music or new school?
Again, disrespectful. Old school music all day. Silk City, for those that know. Silk City, yeah.
Live in Africa or Caribbean?
Boy. Damn!
8K a month for life or 1 mil cash?
I think I'm an 8K girl.
Rice and peas or jollof?
Wow. So to be honest, I'd say it's one and the same. And the reason why I say it's one and the same, listen to me, is because...
You're playing it safe.
No, it's because jollof, you could say, is the original, and rice and peas is the descendant of the jollof. So, yeah.